Alright, so this video we're going to look at solving equations with square roots. I've got 4 examples I'm going to work. I may add more later, so watch out for those. I'm going to do one problem per video. This is going to be the example I work in this video. This will be example 2, example 3, and example 4. Okay, and they should be right there close to each other. So let me get these out of the way. Alright. So let's go ahead and get started. So whenever you're solving an equation with a square root or a radical, you want to isolate the radical. Okay, get the radical on one side by itself. Now, I need to get rid of the radical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to square both sides. Okay. So let's square both sides. So remember, whenever you square a square root, your answer is what's underneath the square root. So this is going to be 20 minus 8x equals x squared. All right. So now I just have a quadratic equation to solve. So I need to get everything to one side. So I'm going to add 8x, okay, and I'm going to subtract 20 to both sides. So that's going to give me x squared plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. Okay, but I like to have my equation over here, so I'm just going to swap these around. So x squared plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. So now we have this quadratic equation to solve. Well, all we do is we factor. So let's see, does this factor? So I've got x, how about plus 10 and minus 2. Okay, so it factors. So I've got x plus 10 equals 0, or x minus 2 equals 0. And then I solve each one separately. So here I'm going to subtract 10 to both sides. So that's going to give me x is equal to negative 10. And then here I'm going to add 2 to both sides, and so that's going to give me x equals 2. Now, whenever you square both sides, or if you raise both sides to an even power, you have to check your solution. We have to take each one of these and plug them back into the original problem. Not the part after we squared it, but back into the original problem. So let's come over here and check our solution. Alright, so I've got the square root of 20 minus 8 times negative 10. And I need to know, does that equal, and then I'm going to plug the negative 10 in for x. Negative 10. Alright, well, I know right now it's not going to work, because remember, the square root of a number is always positive. It's never going to equal the negative 10. Okay, but let's just look at it. So this is the square root of 20, and then negative 8 times negative 10, that's positive 80. Okay, so this is the square root of 100. And the square root of 100 is 10. Does not equal negative 10. So we know negative 10 is not a solution. Okay, all right, now let's try the 2. So now I'm going to plug the 2 in. So I've got the square root. Let's get the color back to green. So I've got the square root of 20 minus 8 times 2. And I need to know, does that equal, and I plug the 2 in for x. Okay, so we're just plugging 2 in for each of these x values. And so this is the square root. Well, look, this is 20 minus 16, which is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. I get 2 equals 2. That's a true statement. So my only solution is x equal 2. Alright, so I hope the video helped. Give me a like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.